Alright, what's going on, everyone? I upped my damage even more. So I am up to 263 million, which technically puts me second. I was third. Let me get up the chat. I can't see any chats yet. Alright. Do me, do me, do. Less than 5 hours till Diablo 4. I wasn't crazy excited, but now that it's the day's here, I'm getting kind of hyped for it. It'll be a fun little break on and off from PoE. What up, Schmidt? What are you up to, man? $7 p.m. my time, so 7 p.m. Eastern time. 4 p.m. Pacific in America. For the early access, at least. You had to pay like $20 extra for the early access crap. And you get a couple other things, but just like cosmetic stuff. Yeah, attaboy. Yep.
And we'll tell you when it's over. So
yeah,
this is the first one. So there's one truck, and as you can see,
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, nice.
He'll get the OM0, so he's not on a mission again, and he can start trucking again. So every time he gets in the
yeah, I think I'm gonna make a lightning sorceress.
Convoy, yeah.
Yep. So now there's gonna be.
I guess she's also very like quick in this game too.
Yeah, I hope you
and
like.
I like the speed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, I'll probably try a bunch of different. I'll try a bunch of different builds.
Move these trucks out of the way, because if he doesn't, then they're just gonna spawn inside of each other and just blow up, which is not good, because that would fail the mission. So yep, third truck about to come up.
There it is. Yeah, this is always a fun glitch if I'm like doing runs and stuff and I don't re-explain it and people in
Are you
chat
gonna
just
play
like,
it, Schmidt?
what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, we need 6 trucks, so we're halfway there.
There's so much of what are you doing in GTA speedrunning. There's so much of it.
Yeah, in the glitched categories, yes.
Yeah, it's fun to show these runs to like people who like maybe know the game a little bit, but then just like devolves into a bunch of nonsense like very quickly. Yep, fourth truck. So we need 3 more trucks.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Dope.
not really timing the phone call or anything here. I'm just like, I know roughly like on what truck, like how long the phone's gonna take, because I have to drive a little bit further away each time I park a truck away, because I like run out of room to park them. So every time I have a
Nice.
little less time to grab the phone call.
Yep.
So yeah,
that
what's
fifth
happening is all these trucking mission scripts are like stacking on top of each other. So yeah, there's like all of these trucks.
You did the
like, still
early
running at
access
the
one,
same
right?
time. So yeah,
Or you
now we
wait
have-
until June
what is this?
6th?
Sorry, 6th truck.
Or I guess
sixth
June
truck,
5th.
So 1 more.
Yep. So now we have 6 copies of trucking all running like on top of each other at the same time. And you'll notice there's like less and less traffic each time, just because there's like so many vehicles that are like already loaded.
Yeah, the
right,
game
here's the
can't,
final
keep
time.
Spawning
Yeah,
new
so-
ones.
So the final time I have to do something a little bit different. Not get in the truck, because that would be bad. I need
Yeah.
to. Now I need to remove these trucks. So
Hey,
I shoot
Captain
them,
Jack.
which will make them explode.
Thanks
and
for a
then they'll
Twitch follow, man.
eventually
Welcome.
despawn, just so there's
Yeah.
like more memory that the game can use. Otherwise, it's more likely to crash and stuff.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, the mission won't fail because these trucks aren't like needed anymore. Like the scripts aren't active, I guess. So
Yeah,
the game isn't
there's
like
only-
checking for those specific trucks to
Yeah,
not be blown up.
Yeah, the one true truck is the one truck I didn't get into. The other trucks are just
Yeah.
fake trucks now.
Yeah, that one truck is holding this whole contortion of like 7
What time do you get out of work? Do you get out of work at 5?
Yeah.
So yeah, now
This truck.
Yeah, so now
Hey,
Josh,
Frizz.
Got on the plane.
Yeah, I
which
know,
is
they're
very
hella
important
helpful.
that the plane didn't despawn because you don't get in the truck. So,
So
there's
I
no
have it in
traffic,
the. I put
like
it in the
random
video
traffic.
that I
There are
just
some,
put out.
Like fixed park spawns, but they're all really
Um,
far away. Trucking is.
You could
Are-
check
are
that
there
out,
any
but
more
the
pul-
short version
Are there
is
any more pulse buckets? I
on
don't think
Switch.
so.
I have
No.
trigger
Oh, yeah,
socketed
season
spell when
warning's
using a
over.
skill, and I have
Yeah,
portal.
you can look again.
So I hit my
season
weapon
warning
swap
stuff.
key,
We're good
I
now.
cyclone,
Alright, so now
it'll
since
cast
it's
a portal,
beautiful
and then I
summery, so we're
swap back to
gonna
my weapon.
Go get some chicken from this little place here.
Yeah. Don't
So
worry
it's
about
After
it.
a long
Just-
day of trucking, you know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Same with me,
yes.
Schmitty. That's
Yeah,
how
after
I
all
get to
those trucks gotta
play
get
during the
some-
afternoon like
So
this.
he's gonna hold the phone call
As
in
long as
here,
I
he's gonna
answer
walk into
emails
this
and crap,
pizza buying
I'm
or
good.
chicken buying marker. He's gonna let go of the phone call and hold the buying of the pizza key, which is
Lugs
I
Slugs.
guess, like
Thanks for the
R
Twitch
or
follow.
something
Welcome.
to you.
Yes.
And now that makes it so that we are holding like the
Hello.
pizza buying.
So I had
station,
240 div,
and whenever
and you
he
notice
lets
now
go
I
of
have
the key, this
54
is kind of,
because
I would bail.
someone
is a little
finally put this up
unfortunate.
for lower than
Alright, okay,
200. It
we're
went up for
going a walk,
190.
everybody.
So I spent
so,
190
'cause
div
I'm
on
hold-
this, but
'cause I'm holding this button,
my
I'm,
DPS
like,
went
stuck
from like
running.
I don't know what it was
So,
at, but
and
now
also
it's
stuck accelerating in vehicles,
263.
So it's like that tree was blocking me.
which puts me
and
second on the
normally you can just knock
Ice
those
Spear
trees
DPS
over, but that one
manner-
just did not
meter
fall over,
on
and
Peely
now I'm
Ninja.
like I'm stuck sprinting and stuck accelerating. Oh, I can take a vehicle, I guess.
Yeah. So
yeah,
if
so-
you remember back to the PS2 controls, for this to work, you need to have a sprint on foot and accelerate on vehicle bound to the same button, like you would have on a PS2 with the X button.
which I guess means I have to
So
run
we're
some
just
Mavens, huh?
Continuously stuck
Damage
accelerating
upgrade,
while on
gotta
a
run some
vehicle and
Maven.
Sprinting while on foot. So
I can press brake, which will make it so I at least coast, but I can't actually like slow down at all.
yeah. So now we just need to head to Torino's ranch to actually start the monster. And what'll happen is once Josh starts the mission monster, like remember all the 7 trucking instances that we got? They're all gonna turn into a monster instance, like, so 7 trucking plus 1 monster equals 8 monster. So we'll be doing monster 8 times, which is
Yes.
absolutely absolute insanity. And the game
because
doesn't
of
really
my-
like that.
Because of my scuffed controls back then, I couldn't actually control the camera, so I couldn't see where I was going, and I just drove into a wall. But yeah, so
And where
the
the
game
food
is gonna
menu
get.
comes into play is that
Yeah.
they're like, if you just start monster 8 times, all the monster trucks are gonna spawn in each other and just blow up and fail immediately. But if you have this food menu and you buy a piece of food, it's like the same as answering a phone call, where after the action of buying the food is done, the game gives control back to CJ, even if it's in a cutscene or something. So he's gonna buy the food, hold F, which is his getting vehicle key, and then he's gonna start the mission, and hopefully he's gonna get into the monster truck while in the cutscene, like this. So once CJ is inside the monster truck, the truck is just gonna pop out, and you'll be able to actually progress the mission without failing.
And now there's
And now he's
8
gonna-
of everything.
Yep, and that's
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So I need to blow those up because there's like so many things loaded. I just want to unload them. So
Yeah,
you
that-
have to blow
yeah.
up the 7 other monster trucks and the 8 guys that are stood there. But yeah, now the problem is from this point on, the
No, I
game
haven't,
is
but it
very,
sounds dope.
very, very unhappy because we've loaded so much stuff into the game. It's very complicated, but basically a bad memory thing can happen at some point, and the game will just cease to exist, and I'll just get kicked to desktop. So hopefully that
That's
doesn't
pretty
happen.
awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
big
like a-
fan of that.
It's like a 50% chance, I would guess, whether the game will crash or not. So I really, this is the one thing I really don't want to have happen at GDQ is this game will crash, but there's
Yeah.
just nothing I can do about
Oh
it.
wait, I need to finish this
yeah.
one.
Like
Yeah,
no
so-
amount of playing perfectly will prevent the game crash here. It just isn't
Yeah,
possible.
yeah. So what's going to happen now is because I'm doing 8 copies of this mission, I'm going to pass 8 missions at the same time, which, as you could imagine, is quite fast. So can we remember the list of missions this will skip? It will skip hijack.
Hijack, interdiction, verdant meadows, NOE, stowaway, black project, and green goo.
Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, it
Yeah.
skips all the airstrip missions, so I don't need to fly across the map a bunch of times. It skips, yeah, the like I call them the desert missions. It just
A
skips
good
all
amount
them.
of those are just either long or difficult or some combination of both.
Yeah. But
Yeah, the big
we
ones
just
are
pray the game
interdiction
doesn't crash.
and the truth missions, really.
And if you
Yeah.
remember back in Badlands when we bought the airstrip, this is why. So because I skipped the mission Verdant Meadows, I never actually unlocked the ability to buy the airstrip. But you need to do flight school in order to progress. So I had to do that like ridiculous, just like mash 2 missions together and you somehow buy the airstrip on the other side of the map glitch earlier in order to actually be able to progress after doing this glitch. Otherwise, like, I'd just get soft locked. I wouldn't be able to progress at all.
Yeah, because flights like this doesn't skip flight school, because flight school is like a completely separate mission tree to all the Torino and airstrip missions. So it's kind of an oddball thing that you have to do this like very complicated glitch to get access to the mission in this route.
Yeah, so we're almost done. This mission is just a long race. It's just like to test your driving skills to see if you're good enough or something. But it's fairly easy if you like memorize the route and know where you're going. So yeah, really the first big opportunity for the game to crash is like as soon as I reach the end of this sequence. There'll be a cutscene that plays 8 times on top of itself. So there'll be like 8 guys stood there trying to talk to me at the same time, and then one of them has to walk away and he'll get stuck inside the other 7 copies, and we just have to wait until he pops out.
How many layers of busted are we operating on?
We're very busted. Yeah, and even if this glitch works, we're gonna get stuck with a really annoying side effect, but I'll explain that if it actually works.
My one question too is, since I'm watching this with no audio, is there some fun audio during this 8 cutscene extravaganza?
Oh yeah, see there it was.
Sometimes the voice
bought
can like
this one
play 8 times
for 190.
like duh, 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 and then like
See, the
plays
next one's
quickly, but
240, and they
no,
all
it
keep
doesn't
going
play
up from
8
there.
times as loud or anything, thankfully.
That.
Yeah. Yeah,
Save
the
your
audio in this
eardrums.
mission's good. Yeah, thankfully. There's none of that. Okay, so I'm going to do a few placebos here, which I'm pretty sure don't actually affect anything. I'm going to use first-person camera, and then I'm going to play a replay into the cutscene, but it's pure placebo. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
Okay, here we go. My heart is absolutely flipping pounding. Please do not
Yeah.
crash, video game.
yeah. This is the first one
Please.
as he enters the cutscene here.
That's a deal right there.
Come on.
10 for 13.
No, dude.
Okay,
Usually they're 10 for
alright. So,
14.
yeah, give me a second and I'll find a safety save. Yeah, so I guess now's a good time to say shout outs to Anna Keen for making a ton of safety
Dope.
saves. absolutely loads of them. So let's see. I want this one.
Yeah. If that
so yeah,
were
one
to
second.
happen
So-
in an actual run, you would lose about, I don't know, maybe 18 minutes or something. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
instantly
yeah.
run dead.
Yeah, there is nothing you can do about it. Right. So yeah, sorry. This will take a few seconds. So if you want to read some donations while I'm doing this.
All right. It's unfortunate about that crash, but you know it happens.
Yeah.
So checking in on our bonus game Titanfall 2, we have raised $17,777.74 towards that incentive. And then checking in on our Darkest Dungeon, which is the next run, we still have Hag in the lead with $1,376. So get
Nice.
your donations in for those.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
We
Right,
have...
so we're coming back.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go on. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
We have $100 from Windlenot. This isn't iRacing. Good luck, Josh. Really enjoyed your previous GDQ run.
Oh, that's a good one. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Okay.
ouch.
The
We're
layers of
back
Josh
in. We're back in.
references.
Yeah, unfortunate.
back in a
I
second.
really wish that hadn't happened during GDQ. So, unfortunate. Whatever. So I had to load a safety
After I
save.
do this
We have
trade?
skipped a
Nope.
little bit of content. So, unfortunately,
Back
you
a
won't
sec.
get to see me do flight school, where I just fly
Oh,
a plane
no.
for several
How
minutes.
tragic.
Yeah. So that skips a little bit, but that's okay. This is the very next mission I would be doing right after that sequence. So, unfortunate. It has some benefits though. So the thing I alluded to, the side effect of doing Monster 8X, is that it will put the box at the end of the mission. There's like a box that like tells you your score and like how well you did versus other people, and that box has like a big black border to it that is just like is behind the text or whatever. That black box, there will be 8 of them, and at the end of the mission, it will only unload one of them. So I would have to do the rest of Los Venturas with this big black box covering like a quarter of the screen. And yeah, so that's the one upside, is we don't have to deal with that. We won't have to have constant questions of why is there a box on the screen
We
and
have
stuff.
new hair.
Oh yeah, we got a new haircut. Yeah, this is the other sexy haircut I could have gotten. Yeah.
We've turned into Will
But,
Smith.
yeah.
The
Yes.
flat top. Yeah.
Yeah, the flat top's good, man. But yeah, oh well, so we didn't miss anything. We just don't have that annoying box on the screen, and I didn't do flight school, but that's all right. I am disappointed, but oh well. The game giveth and game taketh away, I suppose.
I mean,
you
all
gave
things
it your best
considered,
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, there are some constraints that cannot just be helped, and
Yeah.
we do the best we can to work around that if they
Yeah.
do come up.
This is the problem with this category is like, yeah, San Andreas is like very marathon unfriendly. But through the power of like, yeah, OM zero changer and safety saves, I can get through any issue. It's just, yeah, upsetting that I have to just load a save or whatever. Oh well, carrying on. This mission is explosive situation. I have to go to a quarry, and then I have to, there's gonna be 4 boxes and I have to like just run them over with the dozer. And if the dozer gets destroyed for any reason, the mission will fail. So hopefully I don't do that. But we have pretty normal gameplay for a bit here. I'm just gonna do like a bunch of missions like totally normally. We won't have a glitch for like
So
a good few
I
missions.
remember we used to dupe this mission.
Yes.
Nice flip.
You
Yeah, that was
can,
good.
but it's a coin flip.
Yeah.
Because when you dupe this mission, like this dumper truck, there are 2 of them gonna be spawning into each other, and you're just hoping that they flip out from each other in such a way that not like neither of them like get stuck or blow up. So
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
you can't really
We-
manipulate it at all. So you just hope that the game gives you good
Yeah.
bounce.
There's enough instances of please don't screw me video game in
Sure,
this run.
sure.
I'll skip explosive situation dupe for now. Thank you. But yeah, so it just
the
means
whole
I have to
thing
do
why
one
this
extra
matters
mission.
is because the dump truck is like a failure state. So even if you have all the deomite, as the game calls it, it's like even if you have all of them, if this truck dumper truck gets destroyed, you'll still fail the mission for whatever reason the Rockstar dev decided to put a failure state for that.
Yeah. So this here is a little cool trick. You're supposed to escape the quarry by following these red markers and doing like a little obstacle course. But instead, I'm going to do a slightly different obstacle course, a much, much shorter one. I'm going to drive over here, and then I'm going to line up very carefully and drive very slowly, and I should do a really cool trick. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, one try. All right, this is very, very finicky. I need to get an exact angle to get up this, but this is so much faster than the alternatives, it's worth it even to fail it.
Yeah, you can fail this several times and still be faster.
Get up there, get up there! Oh, I just couldn't get up. I was turning left the whole time. I think I went a
Satchel.
little too fast.
What's up, bud?
Yeah.
I need to go fast enough
Yeah,
to
dude,
not slide
I'm
off the
playing.
hill, but not so fast
Comes out
that
at
I
7.
don't have enough grip to turn left up it. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, God. Of course I fail this at GDQ. Whatever.
Is it time
I'll
to
get
do
there
this
eventually.
trick 10 times in a row again?
Yeah. When this trick was first introduced, I like practiced it like a lot. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, that
there
looks
we
good.
go.
Hey, what up,
That's
Kim?
you're supposed to do.
Nice. That's much
Alright.
better. Way to
What are you
go,
up to?
Josh. Way to go.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that saves like that. There is an alternative where you can like just climb a
Yeah,
certain
Dave's
hill
like
on foot,
kind of
and you
iffy
don't
on
have
it. We'll
sand
get
dunes
him
that
though.
are
He'll
just
play.
in the middle of the desert with like.
It's getting
nothing
good
but,
enough
like, a really
reviews. People
bad
will,
van you have to take, so this is
People
still
will play.
faster. Cool.
Yeah.
or he'll play.
All right.
I bet Greg will start playing
Coming
too.
up in this next mission, I'm gonna have to be precise with my maths here. So this is one for the coders on why you should always do greater than and not equals to when you have a large range of possibilities. In this mission, there's going to be a bunch of machines, I think 7 or 8, that I need to destroy, like they're card like counterfeit like chip machines, which I'm going to need to destroy in order to progress the mission. But at certain points, the game is going to check how many.
I think he just
machines I
didn't want to play it when it
destroy,
first came out, see what people thought of it, but
and do
I think
certain
enough people
actions
have
based on it.
reviewed it
So
and played
once I
it
destroy
and like
7
it
or more machines,
that he'll
the
be like,
game is
okay,
gonna-
okay, I'll just get it now.
Took a while. The game is gonna. I'm not finding a sultan. I'm gonna take this. The game is gonna give me. As soon as I destroy 7 or more machines,
Resting for
the
D4,
game is
yep.
gonna spawn like the final wave of enemies.
I'm
or
gonna
whatever.
stream PoE
But
till
there's one more check that the game does. The game
Probably another
checks
hour
to
and a
see
half.
if I've destroyed exactly.
then I'm gonna
3
take a break
machines.
because
And as soon as I've destroyed exactly
Then it's
3
D4 night.
machines, the game will spawn a really, really powerful enemy on the outside of the area. He has an automatic shotgun, which is like one of the scariest weapons in the entire game that an AI can have. And he will like pretty much instantly.
I think
kill
I'm
you
gonna
if
make a
I
lightning
let him shoot me,
sorceress
so,
first.
I need to be careful
Also
not to
due
do
to
that.
AI accuracy.
Yes, yeah, because I'm taking a car in this mission. So what I need to do is I need to never destroy 3 machines. And you're like, Josh, how do you never destroy 3 machines if you need to destroy all of them?
Oh, I didn't check the Discord.
Well,
I'll check it in a
what I'm
second
going to do
too.
is I'm going to destroy 2 machines at exactly the same time. So I'm going to blow up 1 machine, then I'm going to blow up a second machine, so I'm on 2, and then I'm going to blow up 2 machines on the same frame, so I go straight from 2 to 4. I'm going to skip 3. And because the check is destroy exactly 3 machines, the enemy will never actually spawn. So here we go. I'm going in. I'm going to do this one.
Oh, nice.
This to kill a few enemies. Then I'm going to destroy.
I
that
thought everyone
one
was gonna go
machine,
sorceress.
kill a
I'm
few
glad
more
people are doing
enemies,
different shit.
Destroy this machine, which is 2. Kill this guy. Okay, good. Then I'm going to run over here and destroy these 2 machines on the same frame.
Yep.
And
3,
there we go,
4,
I did it.
5, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. Is
There it
this
is.
enemy? But yeah, so there should be
Can't
a
be,
shotgun
yeah, he
guy
should be
there.
right there.
Yeah, there's a shotgun guy on supposed to be on that crate, but he's not there because I did that. So yeah, shout outs to greater than as opposed to is equals to in programming.
It can't be understated how terrifying it is when you do like biff it and he does spawn, because it will melt your health even if you have armor.
Yeah.
It's just completely ruthless.
And it also knocks you over as well. So like it,
Oh, yeah.
it like takes. If I had armor, I would say it takes like some of my armor.
Yeah, we can see if we
all
can get
of
a
my
clip
armor,
going.
Some of my health, and then also
I'm
knocks
gonna
you over and
fly
takes
through the beginning though.
Yeah,
right,
with
I'm
the
gonna-
health you have, it's like practically insta-kill.
I'm gonna be
But I've just
cruising
realized
because
never-
I want
had
to
a
start making
Sanchez
content.
replay.
So
I
I'm
never
gonna
got
try
the
and get to
sexy car
endgame
replay. How have I been finding sexy cars
super
this entire
fast.
time?
which is kind of a lame way to play, but
That's lucky. Okay.
for the health of
Sexy
the
man,
channel,
Josh.
it's,
Yeah,
I think
I've
it's
just
worth
been
it.
getting good cars really luckily. Yeah, I've just realized the replay is of a Sanchez, not a sexy cars. Okay, so it's a good thing I found this Admiral. So yeah, this next mission, I need to drive across the map and pick up some guys. But there's 2 of them, so I need a 4-door car. And they're also off-road, so I need a vehicle that's like good off-road. And there's one car in the game that fits that. It's called the Sultan. It's like, I think it's a Mitsubishi Evo crossed with a Lancer Evolution, if you know cars. It's just a rally car, basically. It's good off-road. That would be the ideal car to find in this situation, and I should have a replay of it, but for some reason I don't. I must have recorded the replay too quick. But it's fine. This is probably the second best vehicle I could get. This is an Admiral. It's not that good off-road, but it's just a fast 4-door car. So
Yeah,
we
it's
use
still
this.
quite good. It's
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
I would say it's top 3 after like Sultan and police car, maybe.
yeah. So yeah, I'll just take this and that's fine. But this is a really long drive. Nothing interesting happens. I'm just going to drive across the map, pick up some guys, drive them to a place, kill some guys, and drive back with no glitches or anything happening. So now is a great time if you would love to read some of those fantastic donations.
All right. We have $25 from Deuces Mongooses. We have to see the Gunfire Reborn run done at the highest difficulty. This is a sleeper of a good game, and a new DLC just came out. Let's get it.
Oh, you did? Nice,
We
Kim.
have raised $115 towards that difficulty upgrade for Gunfire Reborn. We have $10 from Chris. We are watching you from an outdoor camp in Sweden. Game on.
Ooh, thank you. Hello.
We have $5 from Ku Kaiser.
What was your
Party
favorite
with the Whoop-de-Doo
class,
is
Kim?
ready.
I'm assuming Barb.
Ha! Just make sure you get that cash. Haha, references.
We have $23 from Fintius Darkwood.
Damn it.
23? As in 2023? The truth was right. There are patterns all over the place. Happy to see San Andreas and Josh at GDQ.
Thank you, Vintas. Hello.
We have $5 from Ray Factor. Hi, Joshimus. One of your YouTube-only viewers here. You seem to post your highlight videos whenever I'm not feeling well, and they always make me feel better. So happy for you getting on GDQ.
Thank you. Yeah, there'll be a few highlights from this, though. I want to get on that.
There sure have been some highlights this run.
Yeah.
We have $50 from Demon's Metal. I love San Andreas, and Joshimus is killing this run. Putting this towards Titanfall 2.
Thanks.
We have $25 from TR. Good evening from Finland. I've been waiting for Joshimus, the GTA guru, the whole week, and it's always impressive and funny. Greetings to KZ Fru, too, who apparently found his way out of the sea where he fell
Yeah,
into-
that's a bunch of the videos I watched. That's exactly what they said. They're like, Druid and Barb have a really annoying
By
start.
the way, is there a bouncy castle in the hotel for him to relieve his stress?
I wish,
God.
brother.
That would be great if there was a bouncy castle in the hotel.
For sure. So he's picked them up now. It's now you're going back. You make a quick pit stop at this I don't know, saloon. You fire a rocket and then you go on just all the way back to Caligula's casino, where we're gonna pick up some missions from there as well. And I guess an interesting little speedrun lore fact about this whole sequence. I remember, man. Oh, it's a snake farm, of course. Who could forget the snake farm? I remember back when like the speedrun strats were etched on stone tablets. We would have a helicopter for LV.
Oh, yeah.
Largely for like this mission in particular, but that is just like, that's a long time ago. It's so slow to do that now. You would have to fly there with like a crop duster to get the helicopter. You'd fly the helicopter back to the casino, and then you would park it there, do like fender catch up. You would use it for explosive situation, I think.
Yes, you would, yeah.
You would, and then you'd use it for,
Yeah, that's solid strat phrase.
You've had your chips, and you use it for this, and man, I mean, yeah, that's a long, long time ago. We haven't done that for maybe 2016 at least.
Yeah. That was back when all the driving routes were way less optimal, and just driving through the missions was slower than just flying like as the crow flies with a helicopter.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it took a long time to get the helicopter because there's only one you can get, and it's on top of a building that you have to approach from the air from in order for the helicopter to spawn. But yeah, we don't do that anymore. We just drive, unfortunately. Flying was fun, but yeah. Yeah, those are
Helicoptering in
ancient
itself
strats.
isn't really slow, but it's just getting the helicopter that was the
Yeah.
bad part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, hello.
Okay,
Sounds
nice,
good.
Oops. What the?
Nice stunt.
Alright, okay. Good thing the car didn't flip over and blow up then. Had that happen in a practice run. Like, the curbs there are just brutal. I need to be more careful. Alright, so I need to answer a few phone calls here just to get the next mission. Yeah, this is a weird part of the game where just we answer phone calls willy-nilly. Like, normally they're so integral to do some of the like glitches and stuff, but the way the route works out, we just kind of have to answer like everything at the moment. So hopefully that's the right phone call. No, one more, another 15 seconds. Yeah, it's just so many phone calls. Like, yeah, there's like basically there's a queue of phone calls and they come in like a certain order most of the time. And yeah,
Would you say that LV is like a little less jacked than the rest of this run?
Yes, it is. Yeah, this is a lot of like regular gameplay, but the first half anyway, like after Monster AX. But this is I think this is the last mission that I'm not gonna glitch. Like, this is the last one I do normally. Also, shout outs to this casino. If you play a replay when you walk into that marker, like I do with every other mission, the game will instantly crash. So that's a fun muscle memory to fight.
Also shoutouts to the floor that allows you to run in that casino as opposed to the other casino where you can only run on certain like stairs.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's a good floor.
Let me know.
For some reason they let you, I guess because the interior is so big, they just let you sprint.
Yeah, because it's
Alright,
like the
so-
floor plane that lets you run, nothing else.
Yeah. So this mission is one of Rockstar's classic designs. This is what we call a free vans mission, or what I call it, based on
Never gets
GTA
old,
4.
does it?
Yeah. So in this mission, there are 3 objectives. There are 3 ambulances. One of them is the correct ambulance that has our friend in it that we need to rescue. The first ambulance you check will always be the wrong ambulance. Like it's never that one. It's never the first one. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go up to this ambulance. He's driving away, but I want to be on this road. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out and I'm going to shoot it, which will spook the driver and make that count as checked. So now what's happened is the game has now like flipped a coin and it has picked one of the other ambulances to be the correct ambulance. The way I can tell it in this game is the one that stops moving. Unfortunately, there's so many markers on my map that it kind of gets hard to see where the ambulance even is. I'm pretty sure that one on the right. Yeah, the one on the right is so far away that it must still be moving. So I'm going to come over to this one, and this, I can see it already. This ambulance isn't moving at all. So it's very likely this is the correct ambulance that will have the goons in it. Yes, it is. It's this one. And I need to just now kill these goons so they don't drive away. Nice, and take the ambulance. So yeah, for whatever reason, Rockstar.
So you're just gonna try and stay up, Kim,
it's like in loads
for
of their
D4?
games, they have this thing of there are 3 objectives. The first one is wrong, and the second one is a 50% chance of being right. Yeah, the other example I have is it's I can't remember what it's called, but the mission in GTA 4 where you're like in a punishment. Crime and Punishment, yeah. There's like 3 vans, and one of them has like the stuff in that you're looking for, and the first one's always wrong, and the second one is 50%. What are the other missions that are like this?
3 taxis in Vice City and 3 vans in GTA 3.
Right, yeah, okay. Yeah. Are there any in GTA 5? Do they do this?
I don't know anything about that game, brother.
No. There's a big community divide between the 2D runners, which there are dozens of. Then there's a load of like 3D era and GTA 4 runners. And then there's like a separate splinter community of like GTA 5 runners for some reason. We just have very different, I guess because the games are so far apart in release date and everything.
They are, and there's just spread across all 3 of those.
Hey, thanks for the
subsections
gift
of
sub,
the
Kim.
larger umbrella of GTA. There are so many people.
Yes.
Fantastic's in here.
Yeah, for some reason, GTA speedrunning isn't that prevalent in North America, where like, you know, most GDQ runs are and stuff. But in Europe, there is like a massive GTA speedrunning scene. We have our own marathon called GTA Marathon that we do every year, where we all just get together online and do some runs. And we also all mostly attend ESA, which is like a big European speedrunning marathon as well. Right here, I think the clock was 19.
Yes, 19.
Okay, thank you for tracking that. So I've answered all of my high priority phone calls because I had to. Caesar warning, by the way, I'm about to be flashing images for a second. I've answered all my high priority phone calls, so the only thing I have left is one single low priority phone call. But those take 1 minute to ring instead of the usual 15 seconds. So when the mission ended, we were at 19 minutes in the 15th hour. So I need to now very carefully. This is like Blood Bowl again, where I'm going to walk in, pause buffer, wait for the phone to ring. I'm going to hold the phone call button, and now I have the glitched phone call again. Caesar warning is over. No more pause buffering for a minute. So yeah, now I've got a glitched phone call again, just like Blood Bowl and trucking, where I walk in, pause buffer, the mission loads, then the phone rings at the same time, and then yeah, the game gets a little broken. But yeah, so I do that, but I had to do it with the minute phone call. So yeah, the previous mission ended at 15:19. So that meant the phone call was going to ring at 16:19. So I had to wait until then before to do the trick.
And the low priority phone calls are stuff like, you know, Catalina calls, for example, where it's just like, it doesn't progress the story at all.
Yeah, she just calls you to like troll you a little bit. Yeah, there's a few phone calls like that. All right, so what I'm going to do with this phone call is now I'm going to start this mission on mission 0, so I can carry this phone call through to the next mission, because that's like the only really convenient point at which we can get the glitched phone call. So now I have to carry this glitch through the next mission. So I need to
Feeling right at home right now with this route, man. This looks awfully similar to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice,
Lost
60.
Universe hasn't changed that much
Take
in
it.
the past
Is that
couple
halfway?
years.
Halfway.
Yeah,
All right,
the
I'm going to
only-
fill my drink.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the removal of desert changes it a little bit, because we don't have to go to the airstrip to do Black Project and Green Goo and High Noon and that lot. But yeah, the actual city of Los Venturas itself is like, yeah, it's pretty largely the same. Okay.
Yeah, so this is
yeah, go on.
big shootout mission. You go back into the meat factory where you dropped off Johnny in the previous mission, and then you use the rockets that we picked up way back to kill a lot of dudes, and hopefully not get the rockets shot back at us, which would be bad and can happen.
Yes. Yeah, projectiles in this game actually have like, projectiles in this game actually have hit detection, and yeah, they can be shot and redirected. Very weird and scary when it happens. You have to be careful. So hopefully that doesn't happen, because I will probably die instantly if it does.
Yeah, and then at the end of this mission, you're gonna hold the phone call again, because we're just carrying through it. So yeah, it's just gonna switch to the rockets, and there are a few guys that spawn at the beginning here. Then there's a whole bunch in this next room. And after you kill these guys, there's gonna be more that spawn in the, like this little middle bit between the two big rooms. Yeah, after the second big room, there's also gonna be a bunch of guys in the little squiggly bit, like to the right there. So it's pretty much like, with practice, you kind of know where to shoot all these rockets to kill them pretty effectively, and then he's gonna make use of all that AK skill that we accumulated in the Reuniting the Families mission to slide through this mission. And because he has Hitman skill on the AK-47, that allows him to shoot while he's sliding, which is very useful.
I actually
And
got lucky, and I
also,
was just about fast enough to hold the phone call here instead of later, which is good.
Yeah, and the keen-eyed among you might have noticed that Josh actually gained health, which when he entered the ambulance, which is a bit weird if you think about it, because well, a lot of the emergency vehicles in this game, they like have different effects. Like ambulance gives you health, and cop cars give you a shotgun. The enforcer gives you armor, but that's only supposed to happen the first time you get in the vehicle. But what Rockstar did here is, they, instead of like saving the vehicle, they like try to make a copy of the vehicle, like an exact copy of the vehicle that you drove there with, but it's actually a new vehicle. So a lot of people kind of make the mistake of taking the cop car to that mission. And
Yeah.
if you do
It's
that,
locked.
yeah, it's gonna be locked when you get out on a meat factory, and you're
Yep,
gonna be in
I
a
have,
real bad time for that.
Been a victim of that one before.
Yeah. It's so weird how they don't just like keep that vehicle loaded. Like, why did they just despawn it and then try to create an
Yeah,
exact
I
copy?
know.
Right.
Say, yeah.
Quick thing here. I'm gonna dupe Fish in a Barrel, which is a cutscene to skip a mission, which is really quick. But the problem is, I will need to pause buffer for upwards of 30 seconds after it. So this is a big Caesar warning. Yeah, I'm gonna pause buffer for a really long time. So look away a moment. We'll tell you when it's
I
over.
can only
Yeah.
imagine what this looks like in the stream room. The two big like projectors with
Oh,
this
no.
flashing and the
Oh,
noise
dear.
from
Oh
the.
no. I'm
Alright,
sorry.
Caesar warning.
I'm sorry, in-person audience. Yeah. So thankfully the screen's relatively dark for a bit, so it's not too bad, but it will slowly fade back in. And yeah, thankfully I've got a big light in my face, so the flashing isn't too intense for me. But yeah, what I'm doing here is one version of the mission, one copy of the mission has passed, and the other one is trying to pass, but it can't because I'm pause buffering and delaying it. What I want to have happen is like a phone call to ring. I have a new high priority phone call I want. There it is. And I'm going to hold this phone call, and then you see I got teleported just then? That's the second copy of the mission passing. And when a mission ends, it will set me on mission 0 again. So I just got the glitched phone call again and didn't have to like set it up with bike school a second time. So you basically
Yeah,
dupe that mission for free, which is like really useful.
Yeah, so
Both noting
it
the
works
visual
because the
effect warning's over.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It works because the missions like don't pass like on the same frame. Like a lot of missions in this game, when you dupe them, they just pass on the same frame, which means you can't really do this sort of thing in pretty much like most other times when you dupe missions. So this mission is you picking up Mad Dog, but we also spice it up a little bit with carrying a phone call through it. So Joseph's gonna get out of the truck here, hold this phone call, and then there's this little mini game where Mad Dog's walking around the roof, and he will randomly decide to jump off at like a random time, and you gotta be in the correct position to catch him.
Quick shout out to everybody who played this game
Oh, yeah, I can do
when
that
it
right
came
now.
out and got stuck on this mission and could never progress. There are certain cheat codes in the game that you can use that will alter the AI like permanently, even if you like save and load and stuff like that. And yeah, some of the cheats, if you use them, when you get to this mission, you can't do this mission because Mad Dog will just walk off of the platform instead of doing the scripted slow motion jump, and you can never save him. So yeah, shout outs to everyone, including me, who played this when it came out on PS2 and could never get past this. We had too much
There we go.
fun with too many cheat codes.
Yeah, I think it's mostly like the pets attack each other cheat that causes that.
Yes, I think it is that one, yeah. People believe it to be the riot code cheat, but it's not that one, it is the pets attack people cheat.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Alright,
never,
so we got
it never
Mad
turns
Dog.
off correctly.
Hey, Jeff, what's
yeah.
up, man?
So yeah, now we dropped off Mad Dog, and we're gonna just grab this ambulance because it's faster than that terrible truck. So now there's gonna be another dupe. The reason why we carried over the phone call is to dupe Misappropriation, which is the second to last crash mission in Las Venturas, and that will skip High Noon, which isn't that, like, if you think about it, like High Noon in the speed run is really fast, but this dupe is so free that it's still worth to do it, even if you skip like a 30-second mission.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's like I'm getting a free.
Be playing it all damn night.
Mission 0 phone call from Fish and a
Just
Barrel
doing a quick
anyway,
PoE stream
but,
because
like,
I got
there's no
my
reason to not do this. Like, I'm always going to be able to have a phone call.
I bought my
And,
endgame chest
funnily
for this
enough,
build,
I
so
could also keep
my damage
glitched
took another
Mission
jump.
0 phone call after this mission. But unfortunately, because of this route where we don't do flights, we don't do desert missions, there's actually no target for it. Like, the next
I added,
mission, need to
text and
answer
voice,
all my
pretty
phone
sure,
calls
didn't
in
I?
order to be able to do it. So I can't actually use it.
I'll look after this, maybe.
But yeah, you have to give up a free glitched phone call, but that's okay. It's still fast. Yeah, instead I'm gonna actually just answer a phone call in the middle of the mission because it's slightly faster. Oops, looking around a bit.
Dude, the
Nice
Buffalo
flips.
never flips. Like, the Buffalo flips, but it like almost is never on its roof.
Yeah. All right, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna fly over to the mission here. Whoops.
Fly over. Yeah. So unfortunately, this mission is kind of in the middle of nowhere, so it's pretty advantageous to take a plane.
Oh yeah, I guess they are. I didn't think you could put text in voice channels. It's
Yeah.
kind of stupid.
Yeah, so you're just gonna fly the plane there and do like a somewhat tricky landing on this kind of uneven terrain because he wants to keep the plane for the flight back to Las Venturas. And then to do this mission successfully, you actually need to get the 2 briefcases for the 2 missions, but it's not as simple as it sounds because when like if all right, so you kill this one guy here that has the briefcase, you pick up the briefcase, but the second one is actually like kind of stuck, and you need the AI to like pick it up so it doesn't like these one. Yeah, like right there. You need
Think I'm gonna make a
the
lightning
second AI to
sorceress.
pick up the briefcase because that's like a mechanic in this mission where if
For my
you
first
kill
one,
the
but I'll
briefcase
I'll
guy,
be bouncing
but
around.
you don't pick
I
up the
wanna try
briefcase,
all of
like
them.
somebody else can pick it up, and that's actually works here to like makes us able to do this mission. So he answered the phone call because it's just convenient here. No real reason you don't have to do that. It's just kind of convenient. And then he kills the second guy and pick up the second briefcase.
Oops.
Very easy.
Yep.
And now he's just gonna fly back to Las Venturas and answer a whole bunch of phone calls. So I think this would be a good time for a couple of quick donations.
All right, we have $5 from Sneaky Man, who would like to let you know, Joshamoose, the Sultan is the Subaru Impreza.
Right, thank you. That's the one.
We have
Nice.
$5 from R.
Is it
Kargov.
divine?
Josh, have you done the thing with the thing yet?
Yes, I've done many things with things this run. Thank you.
That's good to know. We have $50 from Kaz. Hey, GDQ, longtime viewer, and I have to donate when one of my favorite childhood game is being played. Lots of good memories come back during this run. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this game is great to play casually.
Good childhood game for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, fix that.
We have $50 from Simon. Thank you all for the great work you do, and shout out to the doctors and my dog who is chilling.
Yeah, that's what I played in Diablo 3 most of the time, is Whirlwind Barb. So I was considering that one too. I'm sure I will eventually.
We have
A Whirlwind
$100
Barb,
from Arth.
to be more
Titanfall
specific, because
2
that's also a thing in
and Gunfire
D4.
Reborn? Definitely need to do my part to unlock the bonus game and try to get that run upgraded to Reincarnation.
Yeah, for
8.
sure, Jeff. It's not a cheap game. It's annoying, actually.
And just checking in on those, we've raised over $18,000 for the bonus game,
Especially if
and
you do
$115
the early
for that
access tier.
difficulty upgrade.
Let's definitely keep it rolling, guys.
Yep. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
so this next mission is the second to last mission of Las Venturas, which is you fly to St. Mark's Bistro, which is in Liberty City in the GTA 3 map. I mean, this mission, like when you do it casually, it's pretty cool, but it's really it drags on for way too long with the flights in between the cities, so it's kind of annoying in the speedrun actually. But there's like it's mostly normal, but there's a slight strat where you can like make you can skip killing a lot of the guys in the mission by just like running past them.
Yeah, I
But
hear
for
you.
that,
to the
Josh
vending
needs
machine,
to
if you're wondering.
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah,
Wait, really?
I need health.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
For
Oh, this guy. Come on.
yeah, for
outta
that
here.
strat,
He
you need
damaged
as
me.
much. Yeah, you need as much health as possible, like maximum health, maximum armor to be like absolutely safe. But even that
Yeah.
isn't enough sometimes, so that's why Josh is trying to heal to maximum, and
Yeah.
then he's gonna also pick up the armor that conveniently spawns at the end of the runway.
Yeah, if I get any inkling that something's going wrong or I've taken more damage than I want to, I'm just going to bail on the strat and do the mission normally. But I have full health. I'll give this a shot. I might die here. It might be funny. I'll have to do the flight again, but it's fine. We'll have plenty of time for donations if I do that. So this
the
is a
reason why
risky
this
strat.
is risky because it's like there are three shotgun guys that spawn and
Yeah.
can really nail you down if you don't do the strat correctly. So, yep.
Yeah,
Oh man, that's right. We don't have minigun at this point, do we? There's
Yes.
No Black Project.
that's
Oh,
right.
boy.
The route, yeah, there's like a deviation in the route that you would know through where like, yeah, now we use rockets instead of minigun. So, yeah, it makes things very different. Like a home in the hills, like how do you kill the guy at the ends? And
Yeah.
in gang territories,
I
have to
bought
use
my
that
chest,
for, like,
but with
rockets to kill people now, and, like,
+1 to
rockets for
level of
armors and stuff.
socketed gems also.
Yeah, it's
for
like,
190
very
divine.
different, yeah. Annoyingly, yeah,
So my
this-
6 link
they
got
have
an
a
extra
really,
level.
really long flight here. It's supposed to simulate you flying to like Los Ventura. Sorry, what's the city called? Liberty City. Yeah, it's supposed to simulate you flying all the way to a different state or whatever. So they
Hell
have
yeah,
like a
Jeff.
tiny slice of
I agree.
GTA 3 in the game. And then everyone after completing this mission immediately steals a plane and tries to fly back to see if it would work, but it doesn't. It's like, yeah, it's like totally arbitrary. Like, there's no reason to have this marker this far. And yeah, shout out to the Definitive Edition where they moved this marker way closer, but not because it's more convenient, just because they have invisible walls outside the edge of the map, and this goes beyond it, so they just moved it closer. Alright, yeah, we're almost there. Right, so I'm gonna need.
I got a lot
serious
less
time
now.
For a second, because I need to listen to the sound of shotgunners to like time me running past them. So here we go. 1 second.
I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna hold on to him, but then I was like, probably gonna be playing D4 more, solidly more than PoE. And I don't feel like making a new build yet,
Nice.
so I might as well
So
just
now he ran past a whole bunch of
up-
guys, and he's just
up the
gonna kill
damage of this,
everyone
see
in
how
the
high I
first
can
tier
get.
and the 3 guys at the end.
I'm 5
and
million
he will
short of
have
first
to
place.
skip
And
kill
I could
all
hit it,
the
actually.
others, and even the boss of this area is just kind of decent. Also check for parachute, by the way.
I don't have it. It's fine. I'm pretty sure. I'll double check, but yeah, I shouldn't have
Yeah, like
parachute.
having a parachute is bad for reasons that it will become evident in a few minutes.
Yeah, there's like a variation of a dupe I have to do depending on if I have a parachute or not. Yeah, so that was that. It didn't look that insane or crazy or anything. Like, I just ran past a bunch of enemies and I still have like loads of health. But if you mistime it, like all of the shotgun guys will hit you and you'll just get melted instantly. So I need to like time my movement very carefully so that they shoot when they can't quite hit me, and then I like run past them. Yeah, it's a very short thing, but yeah, that was pretty scary. Okay.
Oh, that was rough.
Saves a pretty good amount of time because
I zoned out, forgot what
Yeah,
phase
like,
I was
pretty much
on.
if you kill anyone in the opening area, you can't like skip killing the boss character, and the boss character has like a lot of health before he starts moving. And like with the minigun, it was no problem because you just kill him anyway. But with rocket, it's really annoying. I tried so hard to find a setup for that, and I just gave up in the end and couldn't
Yeah.
find anything good.
Yeah, this strat was born of like not having minigun. You just with minigun you just blow everyone away. It's easy, but yep. All right.
Thanks
so
for the
coming up
YouTube
now
sub,
is a
Mimi.
very
If you're
interesting
watching,
dupe I'm gonna
welcome.
do with a very funny requirement that I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, good old Amiga needs to explain a thing now.
I just have to get a different
Yeah,
watcher's
so
eye.
check for the parachute, maybe.
Yeah, I will when I get out.
Yeah, just if you get out and you have it, then how do you get rid of it?
Yeah, well, I won't. I'll just do alternate.
What isn't cheap, but I could like
Okay, fair
but
enough. Anyway,
Sell the
pretty
other
confident
one.
I don't have it.
alright, so what's gonna happen here is...
Oh, I do. What? Okay.
I could sell my current one and it'd just be probably like 10 divine more.
You must have got it by the, like a
39.
failing off the rustler or something.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
Alright, what Joseph's gonna
Alternate
do here
strats.
is...
Sorry.
Alright, so you're just not gonna do the, like, the whole setup, right?
Yeah, I'll do the alternate strats where I just do the mission twice.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so no funny thing... Sorry guys. The parachute kind of,
Unbelievable.
doomed it. Yeah, because there's a thing in this game where if you have a parachute and
Uh-oh.
you die while you have the parachute in your inventory, the next time you try to use the parachute, it just doesn't work. You just like fall to your death.
Nice. Very
Yeah,
good.
that's unfortunate. That looks silly, but I have to hold the phone call button at the same time as I'm trying to fly. Makes the controls kind of awkward. So yeah, missed that
The
flight.
highways in this game are insane.
Yeah,
It's just
that's fine. We'll drive back. It doesn't matter that much.
Vegas traffic, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start this mission once, go on mission 0, and then just like fall to my death, and then like restart the mission again. Yeah. It's unfortunate I can't do the other strat, but yeah, the parachute is dumb.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of broken. Another fun fact about the parachute is that it is actually the strongest weapon in the game. Whereas
That
things
was
that are
real
normally
dumb.
like immune to any other,
Tried to
like
cut it
every
too
other form
close.
of damage, they are not immune to being punched while you're equipped with the parachute.
Resistance will be
Yeah.
punished.
Gonna step in the mission, and
Time controlled.
Yep.
he's just
On mission
gonna.
0.
Yep, you're on mission 0. You're gonna jump, and you're gonna jump after them, but yeah, you're just gonna fall to your death to teleport back to Las Venturas.
Yep. Yeah, I won't fail the mission because I'm on mission 0. I will try to do a sort of funny thing here if I can pull it off. Ah, no, I missed. Whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to splat as quickly as possible. Yeah. Did we? Sorry. Did we? I phased out. Did we explain why I can't do this with the parachute?
Yes, because
Crap,
the
I forgot to put the
parachute,
other
if
ones
you
there.
use it the second time, it just doesn't work.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's an
the-
alternate
the-
strat here where I start the mission twice on top of itself, and yeah, I would jump out the plane, pull the parachute, and then nothing happens, and I just fall. It's really dumb, stupid glitch.
Yeah. People probably have experienced that a fair bit in their casual playthroughs as well. Where it's just
Yeah.
like you open the parachute and nothing happens. And you just
Yeah.
fall to your death.
Yeah, CJ does the whole animation. He pulls it, and he like looks like he should be slowing down, but the parachute doesn't come out, and you just like, ah, yes, and you just glide to the ground and die. It's really stupid. Oh well, we'll do the alternate one. Yeah, so I just started the mission once, died, got teleported.
Wow, why was
I'm
I
on
not
mission
doing
0,
any
so it doesn't
frickin'
fail the
damage to
mission,
her?
and
That's so
because I'm on
annoying when it
mission
does
0,
that.
I can restart the mission again. But I'll do 2 copies of this mission, which will skip. Wait, what does this skip?
Vertical bird.
Yeah, it skips vertical bird, my favorite mission, which is sad, but it's a long mission, so it makes sense.
The iconic one, you get to fly the Harrier jet.
Yeah.
I just thought.
Oh yeah, slight difference here.
I just
'cause I'm doing
realized
this
Kim
mission
was
second
he
time.
was the
The
guy's
guys,
name.
jump out instantly instead of
Not
waiting
a big
for the
deal.
door to open. But it's
Yeah.
fine because there's no collision, so they just jump
One
out.
more
anyway.
Maven.
I think we just get teleported out, don't we?
Oh, that's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
the
There's a
plane
day
just
1 patch for
disappears, so-
Diablo
Okay.
4,
Yeah, we just have
and I
to
guess
wait.
the notes
Yeah.
were out last night, but I forgot to read them. I should probably read those before
Right, good.
the
That's
game
good.
launches.
Wonderful. It's always sketchy.
Maybe they made
Also,
Druid and
there's
Barb
gonna
better in
be
the
a Caesar
beginning.
warning in about like
Even.
10-15 seconds where
Because I know they said they're
yes.
aware
get
that
on
it
the
isn't
roof of
as
the
fun, and they're
mansion
trying to
here,
work on it.
And you could go around, but it's there's this little jump you can do from this side of the mansion on the grass, but you
Yeah,
kind of
Caesar warning. I'm gonna pause buffer.
yeah. Yeah. So
Oh, really? Oh,
like, what you
okay.
do is like, or the way the game works is it'll check like every single frame if CJ
yeah.
is like close enough to like grab the ledge, and with the pause buffer you can kind of like extend that window of when the game is checking of when CJ is close enough to grab it, so it can make that jump consistent. If you just try to do it without pause buffering, it's really difficult without any like unlocking the frame rate.
Yep. So now we just have to wait for our friends to get here. I'm just shooting these guys for fun because I'm not really doing anything else. And the armor doesn't matter too much because where I duped the mission, there's like 2 armor pickups. There's like this extra one, so I can stop messing about now.
And health isn't really an issue in this mission these days anyway, now that we
Yeah.
stopped taking cars here like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Who would ever do
And
that
then-
and get stuck
Yep.
on this mission for 30 minutes?
Yeah, no one would ever do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, we enter the mansion and now it's time to slide with the AK.
Mm-mm.
So, yeah, like these guys will hurt you a little bit, but not too much. We shoot a couple of them just because they happen to be in the way.
Yeah,
And then-
and because I skipped Mad Dog's rhymes, there's actually an armor pickup in this mission when there normally shouldn't be.
Oh, yeah. That's sick.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
never
this-
pick up this armor.
And this armor
Yeah.
only spawns the one time in the game, and after that it's gone.
Yeah. Which
And
is
here
different to
Josh
every
needs
other.
to do, he needs to look at the ground after killing this guy here to make sure
Come on, last
that
magic.
Papa reaches his destination.
Not even a little.
Because like if you go through too fast, he kind of like soft blocks the mission and doesn't get out.
Alright,
And
that's a
now-
divine.
We
Yeah.
used to do this with a minigun, but we don't have a minigun now, so Josh is gonna do a little bit of a precise shot to shoot this phoenix
Nice.
through the floor.
Alright, here we go.
3 divine for
Very
9.
nice, very
Got him.
nice.
Oh
There you
man,
go.
that's so sick, dude.
Yeah, we used to
Very good.
we used to climb onto this wall and just shoot him with a minigun as he drove away, but yeah, you can't.
2 divine for 8.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Well done. Well
Thank
done.
you. Yeah, it's a bit of a difficult lineup.
And this was, one of these
Yeah,
was
I
like
think
60.
I came up with that setup for like Eben when he was doing like the cheat engine duping category because they didn't have minigun either. So I was just like, yeah, I'll just find a setup.
Yeah. Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Yeah, there's another category for this game that's like a meme, like fun category called, oh my god. I'm
That
so
is a
excited
great
about this.
question.
On mission.
I have no idea how long it's going to
No,
be.
no,
Very-
MD, like mission duping with OM0.
I mean, it won't be as bad
thing,
as if they did a
like
full
mission
launch, like,
duping,
with
like,
everyone at the same time.
It's like
So
a,
that's,
it's a,
I guess,
it's a
something to
really
look
long
forward
name.
to.
It's like MMVDAM with OM0 or cheat engine or something. It's just, it's a category where we use like a tool to change our on mission state at will. So it's just a like a theoretical run. Like if we could dupe as many times as we wanted and get on mission 0 whenever we wanted, what would the route look like? And yeah, it's like a really insane run where you're doing like 7 copies of like every mission. Yeah, it's really cool. And yeah, we actually use some of the stuff in that route now. Yeah, because where the game's evolved over time, we do more and more things. We keep coming back to that route and finding stuff from it.
Yeah. And this mission is just normal in this route now. We used to do a dupe for this mission, but that has become obsolete pretty recently because of a magic setup that Josh found randomly by doing the wrong thing and then finding out that it actually works better than what
Hey.
we used to do.
Oh, nice.
Hey man, that's how I roll. I remember when the big like 15-minute missions like game skip was found. I did it wrong one time. I missed a bunch of steps and it still worked. And everyone was like, "Oh, you could do this faster by just not doing a bunch of steps."
Yeah, classic.
And I'm like, "Ah, sick! I helped." Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
this
this
mission is
mission's
just normal, just gang
Yeah.
wars.
yeah. I'm just gonna try to do this as quick as possible. Kill as many gang members as possible. So if you remember that mission from earlier where I sweet, the car blew up. Where I did like I did gang
Nice.
territories to try to I have to take this area back from the enemy gang members. And there's just these ballers that spawn. I just have to shoot them. I think now would be a good time for donations because this mission's fairly long, as long as I don't die here. Okay.
All right, we have $50 from Rasputin. I've longed for SGDQ like every year, but more so than ever this year as it's the perfect distraction while I've been recovering from surgery. It's always fun to see what is going to become the big meme this time around, and I'm happy to see Overcooked represented. Well done, chef. Donation towards the Necromancer in Darkest Dungeon, because then maybe we'll see the Collector as well. And it looks like Hag is still in the lead for that Darkest Dungeon Choose the Boss Bid War. And that run is coming up right after San Andreas. So get your donations in for that one if you would like to see one particular boss for that run.
All right. So thank you. Coming up next is first dupe of Return to Los Santos. So as Crew was talking about earlier, we're going to use the stadium event for On Mission 0 now. I'm just going to drive over to here. I timed the phone call with Vigilante, so it's going to be 34 when it
It's
rings.
going to be flashing
Yeah.
screen again.
Yep. Caesar warning once more. So I need to... This one's a little bit more precise than the others because I have to actually hold the phone call as I walk in. I can't just, like, let the phone call ring and start the mission and just be away with it. I have to actually time it correctly. There we go. So I have an On Mission 0 phone call again. Yes. And I could only start... Oh, yeah, this is going to happen. Sorry. There's going to be a few more seconds. This is because of the weird control bindings I need to have. I have to shoot in order to keep the phone cool. Right, I'll pop this back in the garage. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, I'm going to do a thing here. 1 second. I need to not mess this up because I will soft lock if I do. All right, so I'll do that, and then... Yeah, so this is the setup Omega was talking about. You're not supposed to be able to dupe that mission like that because you'll get stuck inside the interior world. But I didn't know that, and I just did it, and somehow it just works for me. It's just great.
The reason why,
classic.
the reason
Oh,
why
yeah.
interior world is bad because this is another gang war mission, and when you're in the interior world, then no pets are gonna spawn, which is kind of a problem.
Yes, because then I can't progress the mission. Also, shout out to the free sweets I just spawned them. One of them just walks away. One of them tries to get on my bike, and I need to kill him. And the last sweet is the one
It's
true
not telling me
actual
who just
sweet who I
followed
need.
or subbed.
So I had to try to figure out which sweet was the real sweet and let him on my bike and kill the other one. A bit of a finicky setup, but yeah, I got it. So yeah, just gang territories again. I'll
that's annoying.
try to do it efficiently.
Well,
but I
if
don't
that
know why
person's
they're
in
doing
here,
it
thank you
safely.
for the
I can't just,
follow
like,
or sub.
YOLO rocket shots and satchel placements and all sorts of stuff, but I could like blow myself up or do other stuff wrong, so I need to just be
Yeah,
careful.
good old
Right.
plain pork.
Yeah, so this is again where the route is very different. Normally we'd have a minigun here, which makes this easy. You just like point and shoot at all these guys and they just fall over, but now I have to like Halo 3 style, like try to shoot the rocket on the ground near the enemies, like not actually aim at the enemies to get the splash damage to kill them.
Also, Josh is gonna leave the police bike in a specific spawn, so it's not gonna get despawned by a trick deal that he'll attempt to do at the end of the mission to keep the OM0 phone call that he
there's gonna
actually
be
doesn't have at the moment.
Yeah, there's gonna be flashing images again towards the end of this mission. Park the bike over here. That should be good. Yeah. So also, I think I should say this whole time I've been doing gang territories, like now and way back at the beginning of the run, I'm standing in certain positions and looking certain directions to like manipulate where the enemies will spawn, just so I can kill them quicker. Right. So I need a little bit of serious time here. A second. I need to. Who's alive?
Right, guy on the right.
Oh, yeah, okay, very cool. Right, so I need to very carefully do this one here. Okay, there. I have to skip that cutscene as quick as possible, then do this. Then as soon as this cutscene ends, there's going to be pause buffering, so, yep, Caesar warning. Right, very
Uses
very long
resistance,
Caesar warning
right?
as well.
Yeah,
There we go.
penetrates
So,
resistance.
Again, I've made it so one copy of the mission passes before the other one. So I'm on mission 0, I just need to stand here, wait for a phone call, and then I got it, nice. And the bike despawned, okay, great, whatever. Yeah,
I
so...
think the bridge is only the truly one safe place to park the bike.
Right, when you do the setup, yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
it
if
doesn't
you
matter too much.
if you do the old one, like the bike stays like pretty much anywhere you
Right.
put it, but with that one, it has to be on the bridge.
Right, okay. Well, never mind, there's only a short drive, doesn't matter. I got the phone call, that's the important thing, I got the glitched phone call. Yeah, one copy of the mission passed, then the other one is like waiting to pass, but I'm pause buffering to stop
Wait,
it.
what do you mean, Kim?
And then I wait for
didn't
the
say
phone call to
anything,
ring,
it's not in
and
the
then
other stream.
hold that, and then pass the mission at the same time, which, yeah, gives me the glitched phone call again. So now
This is
I'm gonna
true
do...
Josh routing, by the way.
Yeah. I'm just driving all the wrong ways, I know.
Just slowly sliding down.
I don't know why I didn't drive up the hill, yeah, I just... When I stop paying active attention to what I'm doing, yeah, I accidentally do 2013 strats all over
Very
again.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love the peek behind the curtain there with the ancient stuff.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So there's a
It's
mission
like the
marker
Josh
here. It's
Iceberg.
invisible. Yeah.
Josh Iceberg.
Yeah. So again, if you remember from earlier, the truth mission that I could start without having a visual marker for it. These are another set of missions that are like that. I haven't actually answered the phone call that's supposed to unlock these missions, but like the logic for starting the mission is still there. And yeah, I know where the marker is, so I can just walk into it without even being able to see it. Yeah, so I started this mission on mission 0, so I've glitched it again. Now I'm going to do a really tricky jump. Quick shout outs to Duva.
Oh, no, it's not.
Me with a
That was
visual
definitely on my
reference for this
stream.
jump.
Something broke.
He like made the hitboxes for this cutscene trigger like visual, so I can tell where I need to jump. And I don't really fail it all that often anymore, and I'm going to now. I've said that out loud. So I'm going to need a lot of speed. I need to not drive into a car, and I have to try to yeet myself over to this cutscene. So that seems fine. That should be
That's
good.
fine,
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever, we're good. There we go.
It's pretty generous if you know generally where to land.
Yes, yeah. Before we knew where to aim, it was terrible. So in this mission, you're supposed to like come here and like confront Old Glock. And you're supposed to, there's a big set piece thing where you're supposed to chase him with a hovercraft. But we're not going to do that. We're just gonna get out of the hovercraft and get straight into the news van, which is there and unlocked, and we'll just do the mission of a news van. I do need to be careful though, because if you get too far away from OG Loke, the mission will fail. So I have to drive this really specific route, just like hugging the ocean where he is, and like drive along. But this is faster because the hovercraft is just so slow, and also you can flip on this ramp if you're not careful and stuff like that. So this is just a little better route.
So that's to the dish that isn't spinning on the news van, by the way.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Silent with his silent patch. He made like a fan patch for this game that fixes a bunch of issues, and one of them is the aerial dish on top of the van. It's supposed to spin, but it just doesn't because of a glitch, and he fixed it.
Does it like spin on a console?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a PC thing or what, actually.
I don't recall it
yeah.
spinning on console either, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's supposed to spin like the cement truck does. Anyway, yeah, the rest of this mission, I'm just chasing Oglock. There is a glitch
It's a
I need to do at the
go-kart
end.
chase, dude, just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Good.
now's a good
Why
time
not,
for
I guess.
yeah, a quick few donations in quickly would be fantastic.
All right, a few quick ones. We have $50 from Silver Woofamute. Happy Pride Month. Trans rights are human rights.
Yes.
We have an anonymous $10 donation. San Andreas is my favorite game of all time. Thank you, GDQ, and all the streamers for the week-long entertainment.
Thanks.
We have $5 from Crypt Earth. Watching GDQ on the go and just passed by one of those self-service package pickup stations with one of the doors open.
Oh,
and
God.
glitchy. Looks like someone
Here
has
comes
sent
Champ
the
X
package to
again.
buffer while holding onto a glitched call.
D4 hype.
Germany.
Fantastic, thank you. That's very good. All right, one more.
Oh my God,
We
10.
have $25
Jesus.
from Deadly Foxy.
Thank you, Kim.
A human's concept of love
Who we
requires
got?
admiration,
Hype
attraction,
Bull, Cozy
devotion,
Morning,
and respect.
Faded
Conclusion.
Idols.
I am 100% in love with an
Zooty
SCQ
D-Dog,
type
Big
full
Critic.
speed run.
Nice, thank you. All right, yeah, so for the glitched phone call I
Oh
have.
my lord.
Nice.
Yeah, that can happen. Oglock is like on rails. He just nails everyone out of the way. Yeah, so I've got a glitched phone
S1,
call. I need
K1.
to keep the phone call through the end.
Faded
of this mission, so I
Idols
need
is
to
a
do,
dope
like,
name.
fancy stuff at the end, similar to the wear flowers in your hair mission at the end of San Fierro. There's a cutscene where like I can't hold the phone call through it, so I need the phone call to ring after that cutscene. So we're gonna drive up here and around, and then Oglock is gonna go this way, and I'm gonna get off here, and I need serious time for a second because I need to count out loud. So I'm just gonna go up here so I can see Oglock like now. 1, 2.
Yeah, I wonder if I can change the amount of time, because that didn't stay up there for very
5,
long.
6, 7.
It'd be nice if it stayed up for
8,
longer.
9, 10.
Maybe I'll just make it like a
11,
general leaderboard.
12, 13.
So you're always
14,
at the top.
15, 16, 17.
I don't think anyone's gonna
So
catch you.
now the phone call should ring. Oh, put flashing images.
Maybe
will,
not
by the
ever,
way.
but
It's
not for a
as
very
bad
long
as it's really
time.
Black screen. Yeah. Sorry, it's hard to remember all of these. Right, so the phone's ringing. There we go. So I should now have the glitched phone call again. That one's kind of finicky, but I should have
Yeah,
it. Okay,
because- Yeah, there's
I'm-
very little time for you to hold the phone call key once like the call comes in and like between the time that you stop pause buffering and the mission passing. So
yes.
it's a bit tricky to hold the time. Yeah, I think you got it.
Yeah. So the way we can tell is that the markers were on the map, and the phone hasn't rung again, so I am holding it. So I have the glitched phone call. That will save me an extra trip to Stadium, which is good.
Yeah,
I should
no
have
more
trucking
seizure
this
warning.
run. Yes. So I go here, let go. We get some full subtitles. Blah 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 blah. There we go. That means it worked. And now we're on mission 0 again. Fantastic. So yeah, I could have actually like skipped driving school this run and not gone to the stadium and used trucking, because the only reason I do that is for safety, because trucking is.
Damn, this is a
very far
long
away.
ass run.
If
This
I need
dude's
to
been
go
doing
there
this for
multiple
3
times,
hours,
it'd be
40
slower.
minutes already.
I guess
And the
I need to
estimate is
start doing that again. 'cause I only get to
420.
go there
Blaze
once
it.
now.
This is a crazy route. I've never seen this one.
Oh, this is actually the correct route for once I'm going here. Whoops. Yeah, you just
No,
drive.
yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
sure of that because just I'd never seen it before. It seemed
Yes.
like a lot better than just yeeting off the like
The-
winding driveway and just trying to land on your wheels.
Yeah. The Mad Dog's mansion is like really annoying to get out of. It's like, yeah, there's like one option where you just yeet off the ramp, yeah, that you can flip over and stuff like that. and I need this car for this mission, so that would be really bad. But yeah, that route's actually fine. So if you may notice, the game is in riot mode now. A little bit of story. Yeah, Los Santos is rioting because of some injustice in like the legal system and stuff. So I need to be very careful because all of the cars that are on the road are like pretty much always on fire. So I have to be very careful not get caught out by that. Another thing I need to not get caught out by is not forgetting to hold my phone call here. Okay, good, I got it. Fantastic. So now I have a glitched phone call again, and we're gonna pass this mission on mission 0. And coming up is one of my favorite dupes in the whole run. This is Los Desperados dupe. Omega.
It's probably like skips the biggest chunk in the entire game by skipping gang territories. And the way you dupe this mission, this is another one of those things, like if you remember Outrider dupe back in San Fierro, where you can't just start the mission twice normally. This time, because if you do that, then the mission is gonna soft lock in the final cutscene. But so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the mission normally, as it were, and then we're gonna do a setup where we can be at the mission starting point when the mission is going to finish. So at the exact moment when the mission, like one of the instances finishes, we're gonna start the mission again. So we're essentially duping the mission by just doing it twice, even though like that's not supposed to be possible.
Well, wait a minute. You don't need Caesar or gang members in
Oh
your car.
yeah, Fru, you don't know this. Yeah. This is a strat that got discovered. Yeah, so one thing you're supposed to do there is you're supposed to have Caesar in the car with you, and then you drive to where some gang members are, and you recruit them and you take them with you to this mission. But if you just abandon Caesar immediately, then get far enough
Alrighty,
away
man.
from him
Sounds
so that
good.
he says, "Hold up, CJ," like you're too far away. Then you recruit 3 dudes. Then you abandon those 3 or 4 dudes. Then you don't need any of them for some reason. You can just progress. Yeah,
That
it's-
was a real pain point of
Yes.
this game for a long time. Was like helicopters were flying overhead, which spooks gang members, and they bail out of the car, and then you got to
All right,
again.
man.
And it was just
yes,
Yeah,
that was like
that
a
skill
really
was terrible.
Yeah,
As long as you
really
can still hear
annoying
your
point in the run
pings.
that we thankfully don't have to deal with now. So Rip Hazer, who's about to die. Oops, I caught fire. That's not good. Rip
Raise
Hazer.
your health too.
It's fine. I've got armor and stuff. Can this guy die? Yeah. I can't shoot rockets when I'm on fire, so I had to like shoot them with AK. Okay, we're good.
Speaking of fire, there's quite a lot of it on the ground. Oh, well, so
That's fine. It goes away. Yeah, we're good.
yeah, cutscenes put out fire in this game. I don't think we explained that.
Oh yeah. Oh look, we ran out of a marker. See this guy on the right? He's not on the mini map, and he doesn't have a red marker on his head because we're running out of markers.
All right, so important point coming up here. Josh is gonna kill all but I guess 2 of these guys here
Yeah, that's
to be safe. So now the satchels come into play again. So he's gonna give a little present, one for that guy, and then the other one for the other guy. Maybe
Don't
not
kill
die.
me. Oh, come on. All right, maybe I should only do one of them. I guess that's not
Well,
as
I think
safe as I thought it was.
I mean, I think it's still fine because you still
Yeah,
have the
I-
satchels. Right?
Yeah. Did I put the satchels on both of them? I'm pretty sure I did, right?
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, is this faster actually?
How much longer do you got at work?
Maybe
Huh,
faster but
I mean-
inconsistent.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I actually teleported closer, which is kind of funny. Yeah. So I
Yeah,
didn't
but,
fail the
uh,
mission because I was. Yeah, go on. I was on mission
Yeah.
0.
Yeah. Anyway, so now what is gonna happen? He's gonna blow up the satchels, which is gonna kill the dude. Which is
2.5
gonna
hours,
trigger the
alright,
ending
not terrible.
cutscene. And he's gonna hold the phone call here, so he can regain control in said ending cutscene. And he's gonna enter the house, so he doesn't.
Oh,
Oh,
I guess I didn't put it on the satchels.
Or
Ow.
maybe they despawn when you die. That's also possible.
Oh, yeah. The satchels despawned. Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to drive back. Keep explaining.
Yeah. So he's gonna this time hopefully detonate the satchels correctly and kill the guys, which triggers the ending cutscene. He's gonna be holding a phone call, so he's gonna go in the house so he doesn't get teleported back to like the area, and then he's
The
gonna
RL grind.
regain control, walk out of the house, and he's gonna walk to where the mission is gonna start, and he's gonna pull out a shotgun, and he's gonna seemingly randomly fire 2 shots at a specific point, and that's how he's gonna time starting the second copy of the mission just perfectly when the first one finishes, and then he's just gonna do this mission again.
Yep. And this has a really cool effect that I don't want to spoil because it's very funny. But you'll see. So it's a little bit of a ways away. We've got to do this mission a second time. But yeah, once I get this glitch and have to do the mission a second time, we can have a few donations in a minute. But just let me do this setup first. So I guess I did miss the second satchel because there was only one enemy alive. Like the other one was dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever. I got there in the end. Doesn't matter. So I'm gonna go
Oh, they
back
put
over
out another
here,
update?
set up
Is
a
there
phone
patch
call,
notes
so
for
I'm
it?
gonna
Do you
hold
know?
the phone call. Right, try this again.
Yeah, detonate the satchel.
There we go.
The cutscene starts. Let go of the phone call. Walk out of the house, and then he's just gonna walk over to the sweet marker and hold the shotgun. He's gonna aim it so he doesn't start the mission too early. And when the Caesar finishes saying the lines, he's gonna start the mission again, or he's gonna shoot twice and then just let go, and that'll start the mission a second time.
Yep.
And you
It's,
can tell he's done it
yeah.
correctly because his OM1
Oh.
is on the mission.
Why is Caesar in the car? I guess I was fiddling. Yeah, I quickly turned you down because I needed an audio setup. I forgot to say serious time. Doesn't
Oops.
matter. Yeah, so I'll have to leave Caesar behind here. Hopefully there's homies at the end of this road.
Oh god, here comes the cheesecakes.
Yeah, that's setup with,
Nex is
shooting
on.
the shotgun twice is
What's
like
going
it's
on,
the
bud?
perfect amount of time to buffer between like the end of the voice lines playing and when you should start like the mission again to do it correctly. So it's such a sick lineup.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Get out of here, homie. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're just gonna do the whole mission a second time. And then a really cool thing is gonna happen at the end. So
Oh, more
yeah,
bug
we've got some time
fixes.
for donations while I do this again.
All right, we have $10 from GH Cosplay. Love Titanfall 2. Gotta donate for this to get ran. And checking in on that incentive, we have raised just under $18,600 for Titanfall 2.
Oh wait, did that
So if
turn
you
the
want to
game
see
on?
that bonus game get added to the marathon,
So you can get in queue?
your donations in, and remember to add in that Titanfall
Nope.
2 bonus run to your donation on that donations page. We have $15 from Twiggy, who just gives us a heart. Thank you, Twiggy. We have $5 from Thrill House. Greetings from Los Angeles, the real San Andreas. Pretty sure I just saw Joshua's drive by my house. Awesome run of a classic. Keep it up.
Thank you, thanks. All right. Oh, whoa, okay, buddy.
Oh,
come
no.
on.
Oh dear.
Come on. Oh.
Man.
The dead body hit the flipping grenade. The
Seriously?
rocket. Okay, I need a safety save to recover from that. That's so annoying. The flipping.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That's like
Yeah.
the last moment you really could have biffed it there.
Yeah, there's like the last real thing that could have gone wrong. Okay, that's all right.
For sure.
I have setups. It's safety saves are all right. I will have the minigun though, which is a little annoying, but that's fine. We'll make do with it. All right, sorry. While I find a safety save, yeah, keep reading donations.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, thank you.
We have $9 from Tempest Mask 1000. Just giving my friend Josh and the Comms Couch some support and hype as he brings a Rockstar classic to the GDQ stage. And I say, let's get Titanfall 2 at least a quarter of the way there by the time we get to Mega Man 6. I believe in you, chefs. And Josh, can I have a number 9 large, please? Just DM me the receipt. Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks, Ted Best Mask. Hello. Oh dear. Can the game open, please? Sorry, keep going.
I sure hope the game can open. We have $5 from Nougat. I can't reliably beat the normal difficulty for Gunfire Reborn, so I really want to see a speedrunner destroy the highest difficulty. Good luck for all the runners, and greetings from France.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah, we're back in. Sorry. That's typical San Andreas luck. Like, a dead body just flies in front of my face while I'm shooting rockets and just instantly kills me. Wow, it put me to so low health that the next guy just killed me. I think it's my rocket, actually, but I was gonna die. There was no way I was gonna live. Oh dear. All right. So yeah, we're gonna do this mission 2 more times, then this run will end. I promise.
Slowly but
Just
surely.
wants
Okay, I'm
to
having a good
delay.
time.
Yeah.
I did 10 Mavens, but
Yeah,
didn't
it's
find
like,
anything
we've
really.
got plenty of time on estimate. Like, yeah, I think I was actually, because of all the safety saves and stuff I was using, I think I was 2 minutes ahead of my PB back there before I died. Oh dear. Alright.
It happens. So
Yeah.
marathon things.
Yeah, of course it happens at the one point that I can't possibly recover from as well. Oh yeah, minigun this time. Alright, well I get to show a minigun, I suppose. This is what the run would have looked like if I had this. It's just, you just blow everyone away with this instead of
I love
rockets.
the minigun, dude. It's so
Yeah,
fun to use.
I think I got a good
It's
3 or 4
just,
cloth belts
Yeah, melts every single thing.
and
Yeah,
3 or
it's, like,
4
balanced for
boots.
PS2 like controller, because when you have the minigun you can't auto aim, you have to manual aim. But obviously on PC that's like not a problem. I'm manual aiming all of the time, so
You weren't
it
on
doesn't
though, so
matter.
I didn't
yeah, it's
get
just really, really
80%
overpowered.
cloth belts.
So I'll just blast through this with this minigun. Yeah, kill all those by blowing the car up. My phone's ringing, which is good. Kill these guys. It'll also make setting the satchels up easier as well, because it's scary to kill the 2 guys at the end because I might accidentally splash damage kill both of them with the rockets. Now I have minigun, I can just snipe one of them off and be done with it. This is great. I'm like muscle memory and no major glitches and alt strats.
There you go.
This is fantastic. Yeah. All right, here we are in section again. Kill the rocket launcher guy. Kill
That
this
guy on
guy.
the
This
roof.
guy. Yep. So then we need to give this guy the present again, so we can remotely pass the mission. We
Yeah, this
saved
guy.
that guy. Yeah, we saved
Yeah.
that guy by the way because he hides behind that fence. And like I have allies here. I have these 2 guys that can shoot at him. But also I popped my tire with a minigun. I think that was smart. But yeah, that one guy like hides behind that fence. So thankfully they don't kill him. So we have plenty of time to set this up. All right, back around again. Right, so we have to do this again. I'm gonna, walk. I'm gonna turn Discord down preemptively. I'm gonna walk into the house. Yeah, and oops. And pass get the final cutscene, walk in at the same time, release the phone call to get control, walk back into the marker, shoot the shotgun at with the voice line ends, which is why I'm turning everyone down, so I need the audio cue. And then we can start the mission a second time. Right, so here we go.
We need to get him to a hospital.
Yeah, I take him. Okay. One over here, grab my shotgun.
All right, S.A. I'll see you after all this is settled down. Thanks, DJ. Good luck, my friend.
Okay, there we go. Got it. Oh no, I didn't. What?
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 How do you
Ow.
crash it? No,
What?
it's not
No,
even
it's
crashed.
Infinite black screen. Nice.
What? What is going on, man? Oh,
It's
I
ESA
felt like that
17
was.
all over again.
oh no, I'm choking the end of the run. Okay, all right. I will do this one more time. If I don't get it, I will load the next mission, which is the final mission. We can move on with this train wreck. Oh well, it wouldn't be a marathon run if there wasn't a little train wreck at the end. Oh my good god. Alright. Of course it's this mission as well, the one I can't actually dupe and I have to do like twice in a row. I don't understand what happened. I shot twice. That's so weird.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. So
Yeah.
I feel like it was a bit early, but what do I know? I don't run this game.
Yeah, was it early though? Because the mission seemed to dupe and then I get stuck in a... If anything, they were too late in that case, right? If I dupe it?
I don't know. Don't listen to me.
No, I don't know. I don't know what
Idle
happened.
speculation.
All right, well, in that case, more donations has raised more money for Doctors Without Borders, I guess.
All right, more donations. We have $100 from Aksani. Hello, SGDQ. I just finished my final volunteer shift of the marathon. It's my first time volunteering, and I'm so happy to have been a
Alright.
part of this amazing event. It's also my first time back after the pandemic started, and wow, I'd really missed this. It's so good to be back. I'm overwhelmed by everyone's generosity so far, and while I know there will be tears when it's over, not just tears of the kingdom, I know that I'll look back and treasure all the time I had with my friends this week, even as we scatter back to our own parts of the globe. But when we get together, there is no limit to the amazing things we can do. I'm putting this towards Titanfall 2. Let's get it. I love you all.
Hell yeah. Shout outs to in-person events again, am I right? Oh my god. Yeah, I go to a lot of other speedrun marathons, and yeah, in-person events are so much fun to see all your
This is
friends
gonna
and
do it.
just gives you so much motivation for everything. And also, shout outs to volunteers giving their time to help the marathons. Yeah, I helped run a bunch of other marathons like ESA, and yeah, without the volunteers, all of this stuff can't happen. Like, you know, like our lovely donation reader, for example, volunteering their time to help raise money for Doctors Without Borders and all these great causes. So yeah, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Josh, and absolutely shout out to all the volunteers here behind the scenes at GDQ.
Yes, there is a surprisingly large number of people that has to make these events happen. You wouldn't believe.
All right. 263.
Third time is the charm, buddy.
The highest, the number one damage guy is
We'll do
267,
this
which
again.
means I am probably
I
about to
would've
pass
just, like,
him
moved on with this
and be
run
number
after
one.
failing this trick like twice because you know that's embarrassing. But this trick is really cool and has a really funny effect that I really
289 million.
So
I am
it would
now
be
the
swell
number
if
one
the game could
DPS
just
on
let
Cast
me
on
have
CoC Ice
this.
Spear.
That would be great. Cheers. All right,
He
here we
got
go.
nothing
Josh, you're
on
just
me.
so kind that you want to make me feel better about the ESA 17 run.
Yes.
That's dope.
All right,
Second
here we
time
go.
I've ever hit number one DPS. The other time was on Ethereal Knives Ignite, like either last season or the season before. Oh no, it was last season because it was Sanctum, because it was stupid good for Sanctum.
Okay, that
Right
worked
back.
correct that time. I
There we
don't
go.
know what
Alright.
happened the other time, but whatever. Okay, here we go. Don't fail this mission.
Hey,
Too
Alpha.
easy with
Yeah,
minigun
rookie
and not
numbers.
rockets this time.
Yeah. We should be
And
good. All right,
armor.
okay. Yeah.
And armor, yeah.
That's the funny thing that's going to happen is a little dwindled when you do this mission 5 times or however many
If you
times
biff
now,
this
but-
one, buddy, just let me remote in and I'll do it for you.
Yeah. Thanks for yes.
Always
Great.
there for you.
You could walk over to a stream PC in the venue and just play the game for me. I'll crawl up into a corner and cry, I guess. Oh dear. Like the rest of this run has gone like I'm a bit preemptively doing the ending speech here, but the rest of this run has gone pretty fine. Like a lot of stuff out of my control has gone wrong, but that's okay. Like I executed everything pretty well so far.
I
But yeah,
agree.
let's-
I've been impressed.
yeah, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's me actually do this first.
Oh,
And
come on.
Nothing too egregious has happened so far. I think that Josh count is only at like 2, which is pretty good.
Yeah, when you just say Josh and tell me I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, you've only saved the run. You've only saved the run twice. It's fine.
Yep.
God, not going to ammunition in that Catalina mission was pretty silly though. I
That
can't believe I
was,
did
but
that.
hey, you
Yeah,
know,
whatever.
marathon brain, sometimes it happens. And yeah, big shout out to Omega for just like having the biggest brain on the couch and just coming in clutch.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I wouldn't know what the hell I'm doing. Just be like, okay, Josh, we're not going to ammunition. Interesting. It must be new. Oh wait, no, it's just a brain
No.
fart.
I refuse to allow that to happen.
Okay, all right. So here we go. So I'm going to pass 2 Los Desperados missions, right? And what that's going to do is I'm going to skip the next mission, which is End of the Line Part 1. So the final mission of the game is split into 3 different missions, and we're skipping the first part. So what's going to happen here is we're going to go straight to the second mission. Like we'll unlock the second part of the mission. And that has a really funny effect where at the end of part 1, there's a big climactic boss fight with a certain character. But what we're not going to do that. Instead, what's going to happen, wait for it, Smoke is just going to die in front of us and we're just going to teleport into the end of the game.
Next
Yep.
thing you know,
Hey, there you go, yeah.
Yep.
So by skipping End of the Line Part 1, I like skip the first third of this mission and I just go straight to the second third, which is escaping the palace that I just stormed totally. So, oh yeah,
you
I
ever
have a
have
minigun.
those dreams where you're like you're doing one thing and then you're just suddenly doing something else and it's entirely different? So
Yes.
it's dream logic, baby.
Yeah, you just hope over it. I also, I have a
Okay.
minigun for this mission, so I don't have to use AK-47, which is nice. I just blast everyone away. That was that guy who spawns right in front of you if you open the door preemptively. So yeah, I'm in this like big interior.
Well,
This is supposed
you
to
know
be
how
like smokes like drug.
I celebrate
creating
damage.
citadel or whatever. Yeah, what we're supposed to do is after Los Desperados, we're supposed to do a ton
kill
of
Maven.
gang wars. We need to do like I think
I'm
12.
broke
We
now.
need to take over 12 gang territories. And then Sweet will just ring you and tell you that, oh, because you did so many gang territories, we're no.
I don't
Sweet,
think it's
we know where
possible for
Smoke
this
is
build
now,
to
let's
skip
go
phase. Well, I
attack
did it
you,
once, but I think that was a
it's because they
fluke.
cut a bunch of content. But anyway, that phone,
Hey, what up,
that
Willie?
phone call only triggers when you've done enough gang territories. But rather than do all those gang territories, I can just skip part
Hit
one
number
of the
one
mission.
on the
Because
Gas and
part
Crit
one
DPS
is
chart.
the only part that that phone call
By a
unlocks.
lot,
It doesn't
actually,
unlock
by
the
what,
rest.
22 million?
The rest are unlocked by doing part one. So yeah, by duping Los Desperados in that really weird way, I complete what the game thinks is Lost End of the Line part one, and we go straight to the second part, which was what I just talked through. There you go. Oops, walk through that fire. So now
You
because
walk
of that,
through, like,
weird
every single
things.
fire.
Yeah, a weird thing's gonna happen here where we fall out of bounds because this interior isn't loaded. But that's fine. We just run over here and then.
After I run these
just
5
play
Mavens, I'm
like
gonna have to go clean and
Also because,
eat and do everything, but I'll be back at like
Yeah,
15,
also
20,
because
30
this
minutes
mission
before
is in
D4
three
launches.
parts, you can actually get a phone call between this
Yes.
second part ending and the third part beginning. So if you like, you see, Josh might get like just a black screen for seemingly no reason. The game didn't crash. It's nothing like that. It's just there's a phone call that
Yeah,
is ringing.
My connection.
Yeah.
So to avoid that, you just answer the phone call like you normally would, and you just
Yeah.
play the game.
Here comes cloth belts, baby.
All right. Well, eventually I got there. Now there's only one thing left. This is the end of the game. So Sweet is on the back of a fire truck with Tenpenny in it. I realize now we didn't explain the story at all, but it doesn't make any sense with this glitch through anyway. But the final boss is in the fire truck. All we have to do is chase him.
You know, hitting the highest
Keep within a
DPS
certain
right,
range of him
like
so
a
he travels
couple
as
hours
fast as
before
possible.
D4 comes out,
Then
might have
there's
been the best
one
timing in the world.
final mini game that I can mess up. At the end of this little section, Sweet's grip is going to loosen and he's going to fall off of the fire truck, and I need to grab him with the car. Now, sounds easy enough, look how close I am to the truck and everything, but the problem is the truck zooms in front of you to like make a distance to make the minigame difficult, and it's on rails, so it will just like blast through traffic, and what it can do is just fling traffic everywhere. And if I got unlucky, some of the traffic that's being flung around is going to crash into me and prevent me from grabbing Sweet. So all I have to do is not have that happen. The final thing that can go wrong that's a little bit out of my control, I'll try to like manipulate traffic so it doesn't happen. But you know, ultimately it's just like RNG and luck whether it happens or not. So yeah, we got a little bit until then. And then after that, there's a nice long auto scroller where we can all do our ending speeches, or well, my ending speech, I guess, and everyone else can join in. And yeah, and then the run will be over, and we should be fairly far ahead of estimate, so that's good at least. It didn't go over estimate horrendously. Helped the marathon catch up a little bit on schedule. That's always good.
Oh,
Another minor detail here is,
screw you.
You might have noticed that you're driving this car around and there's like a lot of action. There's Molotovs being thrown and stuff, but vehicles can have certain like proof properties applied to them, like bulletproof or explosion proof, stuff like that. This one is known as all proof, so it's basically impervious to damage.
Yes. So-
Including dents. It's dent proof.
Yeah. Yeah, so all the Molotovs and stuff being thrown around. Over the
Cloth
map.
belt, there it is.
I
There's
just
the
have to
first
figure out
one.
the fire truck. Okay, here we go. Here comes the minigame. All right. I am nervous for this final thing. It should not be a problem, but like the way the game's been going,
It's a
it'll
bit
probably
of a
troll
meme.
me.
You know, if
yeah.
you're like on good pace and you do this, you're like, okay, just don't.
There's the
Don't be
cheesecakes.
sweet.
Was waiting for
Yeah,
it.
This is like the final thing that can go wrong. So I'm gonna just sorry about the camera flicking, but I really do not want traffic in front of this fire truck.
You know, if you squint, that emoji kind of looks like a belt.
Okay, we should be good. All right, I just
Yeah,
grabbed
that's fine.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Hello?
Or is it?
Video game.
We'll get you to play eventually, Willie. Don't worry.
Got it.
You might not be
No
playing at
problem.
launch,
I
but we'll
jumped
get
out
you.
for fun at the end, by the way. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's a
You're
little
allowed to
scared.
bail. Nice.
Alright.
Well, that's like
I'm not
the
going
last
solely
bullet,
to
so-
Diablo,
Yes,
though.
that
I'll
is
be
it,
playing
really.
PoE
Now
still.
We've got this final auto scroller. The thing with auto scrollers in this game is they were designed for like PS2.
This weekend, though,
and
it's gonna
had,
be the
no
weekend of
windowing,
D4.
So they're really easy. I just need to shoot a bunch of people. But yeah, that's it. That is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas any percent without third-party caps or frame caps or whatever category I said on the layout. Yeah, done in approximately 4 hours and 12 minutes, I guess. Probably about the time
Just to
we'll
be
there.
sure it's not actually over yet, so
Well,
Stream Tech, don't press the timer yet.
Yeah,
Don't do
it's-
it on me.
it's not
You're
over
gonna
yet.
miss it, don't worry.
Yeah, we'll call out when the time ends, of course. We'll get there. But yeah, that was that. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, I know it's a long run and very technical, like a lot of info dumping has to happen, but I hope you got something from it and retained some information. You know, 2 missions at the same time, blah, 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 phone call, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, if you liked what you saw, though, and you're like me and you used to play this game a lot and you're interested, I will do a quick plug that I'm doing a big community race, a big any percent community race in a couple weekends time, either the 10th or the 11th. I should have maybe, I scheduled a tweet to tweet like a sign up form and general information stuff. But we're gonna have a big community race of this game where like all skill levels are welcome. You can come and learn the run. We've got like a multi-class system, so like the people who don't know the run will race against each other and the fast people will race against them and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a great way to learn the run. I know it's any percent and it sounds scary, but I would recommend doing no major glitches first during that run. So you just play through the game like normally without doing all these insane glitches that can crash the game at any moment, all that stuff. You just, you know, do all the missions, have a good time. And yeah, follow me on Twitter or my Twitch, I guess, for more information on that. And I'm a full-time streamer and I play this game a lot and stuff. Yeah, there's the obligatory plug at the end of the run. If you liked this run and you liked what you saw and you put up all the technical input, you will like my streams and everything. And also, thanks to my amazing commentators.
Oh, come
who are
on.
at various awake levels.
Come on.
What time is it for you, Omega, right now?
It's
Duck,
like
dive,
almost
dodge.
4 a.m. right now, so
Jeez, yeah. thanks
I
to
swear,
this-
if I get
3
5
PM
clock
over
belts, you're
here,
getting
that's
banned
crazy.
next.
Oh damn! Yeah, thank you, Omega, for your technical insight and helping me with the route and everything. You have anything
You're
you wanna
out.
say
You're
at the end?
fired.
it's
And I'm
was a
keeping
very
the
nice run,
cheesecake
Josh,
emoji.
and hope everybody enjoyed it. Yeah, if you have any interest, then definitely check out the GTA community. Lots of racing going on, like various different GTA games. So yeah, if you're any interest in the series, definitely check out like the GTA community Discord and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
and
it's a
then,
good time.
Yeah. And Fru, anything you want to say?
Just thanks for having me, man. Like, I know I made my big, like, speedrun stage exit last year, but it's really, like, an honor and a privilege to continue to be welcomed to be a part of these events and a part of the community, because that's, you know, the way I'd like to see myself contribute is just backing up the good folks like you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Time's
coming up.
Yep. And time.
GG.
Hooray, GG. Yeah, thank you, Fru. Yeah, you'll always be a part of the GTA speedrun community.
Yeah,
too.
man. Yeah, for sure.
A few more quick
Forever in our
shout-outs.
hearts.
A few more quick shout-outs. Thank you a lot, Brosif, for convincing me to keep submitting this run to this marathon. I wouldn't have got in if it wasn't for you doing that, so thank you. Dream come true to do a GDQ run and stuff. Thanks everyone in the GTA community helped me like learn this game. I know I'm not the fastest, but thanks for helping me figure stuff out. Yeah, so like Outnet, Nick, Lily. I'm gonna forget someone and be sad. I'm sorry if I forgot you.
Ultra Girl.
Ultra Girl, yeah. Loads of people helped me with my own janky route that I have to use because I don't use frame limiters and stuff. And yeah, thank you, the audience. Oh, thanks to my community for like believing in me and watching all my silly streams and stuff, and all the fun donations you did. And yeah, thank you, live audience, if you stayed and watched the whole thing live. Thanks a lot. Well done. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you, everyone watching at home, all the viewers at home. Thanks for watching this really, really, really long run. Now, yes, let's enjoy the credits as we get played off. We're done. Play me out, coach, or whatever.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yep. We're watching.
And thank you, Joshua Moose, for playing through San Andreas for us in 4 hours and 10 minutes.
Nice.
And having to deal with all of the stuff that this game threw at you, especially towards the end there.
Ooh, okay, you can stay. I got boots. This is garbage. I didn't even know why I check it.
We have $25 from Duke of Colwood. Titanfall 2 is one of my go-tos from the past 2 years. Definitely putting my donation towards it. Nice work on the San Andreas run. And with that, That is going to end my
No,
time
not
at the
really.
information desk for
Sometimes I
today.
get Tiesto,
will be
sometimes I
back early
get
Saturday morning for
Sheldon
some
from The
amazing
Big Bang
runs on the
Theory,
final
but
day of SGDQ.
very rarely.
In the meantime, we're going to take a quick break, and then your next host will be right
I
here.
mean,
for you.
I'm half
Stay
English
tuned.
and half Italian, so maybe in Europe I'd get more look-alike things, but
Returned tenfold.
or I'm half like German, half Italian, a little bit English.
Behold my collection.
Michael Chandler, that sounds super familiar. I can't think of who it is though. And I was like, Emilio!
Resistance will be punished.
Alright, sounds good, man.
Retorts. Scurry. Scurry.
Dan Shaba.
Reality ends. Punishment inescapable.
Tried to risk it. Is that the exact same gem too? Oh, kiss my ass. Well, 3 cloth belts out of 4. Going to make it 4 for 5? God, I hope not.
Pain will be returned tenfold.
I bought the GG armor that I needed for 190 divine, and then I sold my Watcher's Eye and then threw another like 40 divine on, or no, or 30 divine on top of that to buy a better, more damage-based Watcher's Eye. Those were the 2 big upgrades, so mostly the armor.
Resistance will be punished.
So I'm broke.
Time contorts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2023, powered by Twitch and running live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I feel a dark omen coming over us, but no matter, we'll persevere. It may have something to do with an upcoming incentive. We have 3 bosses we could fight. The Hag in the lead.
Oops, screwed something
A
up.
foul creature. The Swine Prince. A bit behind.
Cocaine
but not
hookers and
impossible.
cheesecake. Be a good
And
name
the
for a mixtape.
Necromancer. Their foul sorceries have not carried the day yet, but time shall tell. You have mere minutes to get those donations in, folks. So if you want to change up the nature of the Darkest Dungeon run and
Oops,
choose
that's a terrible
your
place for
boss,
that.
now is the time to do so. We have people from all over the world helping us do that and raise so much money for Doctors Without Borders, including but not limited to Gavocado, who sent in $50 saying, "Happy GDQ. Looking forward to seeing the Darkest Dungeon run." So are we. $25 from John. Today's my birthday, so I wanted to use parts of my birthday money to donate to this wonderful cause. Shout out to my best friends Eric, Tivon, and Corey. Good luck to all the runners, and greetings from Germany, chefs. $100 in
And on the last
appreciation from
one.
Burb for that last run. The GTA run has been amazing. to
Damn it.
watch. Let's get that Titanfall 2.
That Mind Over
set
Matter
to
one is
commence.
garbage.
Yes, let's do. We
Those
just
were like
passed
20 chaos if that. Yeah,
$20,000
damn
for
it.
the 125,000.
We can burning damage support?
You are
Yeah,
doing
that's garbage.
amazingly. Every dollar counts for that, just like it does for Doctors.
Alright, not great.
You know, they talk about.
Alright, I'm gonna take a couple hour break and then I will be on in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Clean drinking water.
We can hang out a little bit
$2
for the Diablo 4
immunization.
launch and then
There is that.
it's
All of
Diablo
those
4
things are
time,
free,
baby.
but there
We'll be
is
playing all
also
night.
the fact that your
So if you guys are on
employer
later,
may be able
I'll come hang
to
out, especially if you're gonna be playing
donation.
D4 or
Definitely check
I'm just
with
playing
your
PoE.
employers either on their
I'll be
website or
answering
by asking their
PoE
HR
questions like
department,
always.
depending on
And I can
the
always
nature
help
and the
people if
size
I
of
need
your
to jump on
company
PoE real
to
quick.
see if they can match your donations so that you can help give as much as
Yeah,
possible.
I'll
to
talk to you
people in need
guys
around
soon.
the world.
Be right